Hello everyone, Drake84 here and welcome back to another Luck Be a Landlord video. So as you can see, we are back on a win streak of 2. More importantly, we're close to 62% win rate again, and that's just how we like it. Just try to win as consistently as possible over the long term. I think key is the only one of these that I honestly want to pick, so that's fine. 3-sided die. Big determiner of early success, and there's our first grab, so sure. I think I always pick the first grab there, and a bubble. These first rent payments, you can do them close to automatically because, not always, but when picks are like that, yeah. 2 value symbol, sure. Alright, now we have to think. Maxwell the bear, we don't really have anything that he works with. Lime pepper is fine, but let's just do the fish tank. I mean, there are a lot of ways to make the fish tank extremely good. There's no cap on how good it can be. And now we have to make a decision. Do we want the toddler or not? So we have a lot of interesting stuff. We already have a 3-sided die, we have a crab, we have a key, we have a wolf. That's it. We also have the fish tank that might be good later. We want time to make it good. The question is, if we don't take the toddler, let's say for sake of argument that we're not picking anything ever again for this entire rent cycle. Which we're not doing, but let's say that happens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Let's say that we get 11 every spin. In that case, we're still making rent, so that's fine. So we can just skip on the toddler without worrying too much. Of course, we just want to pick stuff so that we can get a good late game, but we don't really have anything in that category yet. The toddler is not that difficult to make good. It allows us to pick up presents and piñatas. Even later on, grabbing piñatas could be good. I just don't know. I'm gonna pick up the toddler. I don't think it's going to be that bad, as long as we don't pick up too many things like that. And there's our first goldfish, which means that we already have a pool ball. That's good. None of these are all that interesting to us. If we needed a symbol, a snail would be fine, but we don't really need a symbol. So that's fine. That's 14 this spin, that's good. Goal, our first goal, which is also very good. Given that we have made this rent, that's just pretty good to pick up. We didn't get that much better. There's a bear for a Maxwell the bear that we skipped on, but probably just gonna get the hooligan here, right? Yeah, hooligan has actually gotten a lot better with the buff to spirits, so let's do that. White pepper is a lot more consistent than treasure map. One of the downsides to treasure map is that I tend to forget that I have it. Comfy pillow, I don't think I want that here. Let's just go for the white pepper. It's not spectacular, but it's just decent. 18 this spin, that's very good. Skip. So we kind of want 18 every spin for this rent cycle. So let's just pick up more 2 value symbols. Yeah, we have a bunch of 2 value symbols now, that's good. Just trying to fill up the board with as many things as possible. We're making this rent, right? Yeah, 100% we're making this rent, so hustling capsule is free. Would be kind of awkward if we ended up not making this rent, but yeah, we're far enough ahead that this is just a given. We have paid 7, which means that we are not as far ahead for now, but in the long run we are going to be more ahead because we have picked up the pool ball. We wanted another 2 value symbol. It's not that great of a 2 value symbol, it doesn't have a lot of synergy, so let's just go for the chemical 7. I think that's fine. Lucky cat. Our previous run, Lucky cat was insane. Frying pan, Calder Kernet, we don't really want these, so I think it's just Lucky Cat all the way. Mostly because we don't want the other ones, but there's no reason not to want the cat. I'm tempted to pick up the time capsule here, so we could get another chemical 7, which would be great. Hustling capsule, which would be a little bit dangerous, but not that much. And bubble, that's our worst case scenario. Yeah, all of those are decent hits. Don't really want a shiny pebble or a hex of emptiness, so let's just go for it. Right, there's our hustling capsule. That means that we do need to make sure that we're making this rent. Just to make 100% sure, I'm going to calculate. We need to make 24 every spin. Alright, let's just grab the bubble. Do want more goldfish, but we don't have those yet. Definitely don't want another key. Skip. 22. Buffing capsule, that's pretty good. Could grab the present, but I think we need to make really sure that we're making this rent. Cat is fine. Yeah, cat is fine here. Right. We're not that far ahead, that's a problem. Right, we are actually making this pretty close. Honestly, maybe I made a mistake somewhere along the way. I mean, the buffing capsule did a lot, and if the buffing capsule had missed, we might actually have lost right there, so I don't know. Anyway, we need to make 225, which means that we need 34 every spin. That's a lot. Telescope Essence is the only one that can really do a lot for us. Doesn't do anything yet, but it can be extremely good. Holy Water Essence, I mean, it's insane if you can make it work, but we don't have anything that it works with yet. Also Quiver Essence, so it's just definitely Telescope Essence. And we need to start thinking if we want to turn this off first, because we don't really have anything that it works with yet. And there's a strawberry, sure. Anthropology degree is insanely strong. We also already have 2 things that it works with. We could also get adoption papers, which gives us more symbols. Could give us more crabs or whatever, but let's just go for the anthropology degree. I think it's the most consistent option. Definitely turning off this thing now. But, well, we're kind of in a dangerous position right now. We need more symbols. So we're not removing anything yet. We're getting 28, which is definitely not enough. Alright, we might just have lost this one already. I mean, we need 34 every spin. And we probably need to pick up a rabbit here, but that's only for later. I mean, a rabbit is pretty bad right now. And it might get better. Yeah. We've picked up a key without anything to do with it. We've picked up a hooligan without anything to do with it. A crab without anything to do with it. A toddler without anything to do with it. So none of the things that we've picked up has paid out. And that's usually when things start going wrong. So we could go with the rabbit, or we could reroll. I'm gonna have faith, because we do have the telescope, and it means that if we find something like a safe, that can really save us. 28, that's definitely not enough. Hooligan is a 3-value symbol, we definitely need that right now. $33, that's sort of kind of enough. We might need another Hex of Destruction, but I don't know. Alright, let's calculate again, because a Hex of Destruction might also not be good enough, and it might honestly lose us the run, because we don't have that many symbols. Divided by 4, we need 34 every spin. Alright, so we've been doing well enough. I'm gonna reroll here. There's a bartender. We're grabbing the bartender. Do we get to remove something? Maybe. We could remove like a flower. I don't know. Bartender is actually a 4-value symbol right now. That's very good. Um, I don't think we get to remove something yet. We're pretty close to everything, and bartender didn't show up. That's 30. Bounty hunter is a 2-value symbol. Do we need that right now? Maybe we do. We need to get 35 for 2 spins and 36 for 1 spin. I'm gonna grab the bounty hunter because it's a 2-value symbol, and then I'm gonna remove the flower. Hope for the best. 32, that's fine. So we get a void creature to get a little bit of money right now. 32. We're gonna grab a sapphire and hope for the best. Alright, we have a diamond. That means that we have missed this rent. So, yeah. This run was pretty doomed from the start. I don't know what happened. I mean, we've picked up a lot of interesting stuff, but we didn't find any more goldfish. We didn't find anything that worked with anything that we had. Our diamond was there. It was a little bit too late to be relevant. I'm not sure what exactly I could have done. I mean, yeah. We didn't skip any urns. I don't think we actually saw anything that works with anything that we have. Do we want to do another one just because this one was so quick? Yeah, sure. I've made time in my day. Let's just retry. See what happens. These ones aren't always the most successful runs, but I mean, this reminds me of our previous run. Alright, I'm gonna grab a toddler because it's very early in the run and it's not that difficult to make a toddler work. And there's a call. Yeah, this is going exactly the same as our previous run for now, but there's a rabbit fluff. That's very good. Definitely better than the other two, so... Egg carton. Don't really need the pink pepper right now. Pink pepper is fine, but let's just go for this. I mean, honestly, I think that we played our previous run very well. But, I mean, there's always things that you can do better. I'm not saying that we played it perfectly and there was nothing else we could have done to win that run. I'm just saying that... I don't know. Things happen. Egg is better than hustling capsule here actually, which is funny. You gotta forget about previous runs and just go with the current run. So this is interesting. So we don't have a 2-value symbol right now, so we have Chemical 7 to get some temporary gains or Bronze Arrow for possible late game shenanigans. I mean, actually, the fact that the gambler hasn't popped yet means that we're actually more likely to survive, which makes Bronze Arrow probably a decent pick. I'm gonna grab the Bronze Arrow. It's just so good. Reroll makes it. Reroll is pretty good with our 3-sided die. It makes it less likely for the gambler to pop right away, which is probably good for us. We don't really need the black pepper or the lucky cat. Let's just go for this. Means that our gambler might stick around for longer, but I don't mind that. Dwarf would have been okay in our previous run after we picked up the bartender. Let's just go for another bartender, for another gambler. It's a 1-value symbol for now, and we don't mind having 1-value symbols at this point. Eventually it'll break, so that's fine. I don't think we can get away with a second call. We're going to get... Yeah, we have 12 more spins for this one. It's just a bubble. Our arrow is doing pretty well, by the way. Still don't need a call. I mean, yeah. We're going to get a 4th dud, and it's going to stick around for a long time. So I don't think we can ever really do that. But a Matryoshka doll, it's going to be very good pretty soon. it's not a zero value symbol for very long, so it's pretty easy to turn on. There's a beach. I think having a lot of 2 value symbols is pretty good at this point. We're halfway to 150, so we are doing pretty well. More Matryoshka dolls. Alright, let's do this. Let's just get all of the Matryoshka dolls. Oh, this is interesting. So these are all consumable items. Now we need to figure out if we want animals. There are a lot of 2 value animals. There's also the rabbit, which is insanely good. Big symbol bomb might give us something very good too. Lunchbox can give us something for the toddler. Maybe. These are all pretty comparable. I'm gonna go for the big symbol bomb because it might give us something better than the other two, but I don't know. There's a wolf, there's a skip, there's another 3-sided die, there's a bubble. And that means that we probably get to remove something right now. Yep. Let's remove the flower because we always remove the flower first unless we have something like a bee. Alright, we have a lot of Matryoshka dolls, which can be very good. Rabbit, yeah. It's still very early, so the rabbit has a lot of time to become a 3 value symbol. Right, there's our gamblers. They were going to go away at some point anyway, so we were kind of counting on that. We picked up a lot of things that were going to pay out later, like the Matryoshkas and the coal, and we did that partly because we could just get away with it because we had the gambler. Now we have already made next friends. We don't have anything for the light bulb yet, so don't want a cat. Alright. Let's make those rerolls count when we can. Probably just keep on picking up bubbles. We do have the toddler. It might line up, might not. Yeah, there's just a lot of things that we see that aren't doing anything. Right, 150, we're actually close to 225, so we're doing well. Essences, so coin and a string essence removes our coin, which is good. I mean, just having a removal is very valuable. Copycat essence, we don't have anything to make our cats better. We skipped on a lot of cats and we already have a bunch of symbols. I don't think that's good for us. Let's just go with the coin and a string essence. It's fine. We don't really want any of these symbols. We could pick up something like a pufferfish. Could be okay. But we don't really need it right now, so I'm gonna skip here too. Save our rerolls for something better. Green pepper. That's actually going to be very good when all of our Matryoshkas line up. Yeah. Also, we have all of those dots, so it's going to go off anyway. So yeah, that's good. Yeah, our green pepper isn't going away. Alright, we have 3 more turns for our gold to turn into a diamond, so this might be a good point to get another one. Alternatively, we could find a present, but I think we're honestly doing well enough that we can get away with another coal. Right? Yeah. If we don't make it because of this, I'm going to be very sad, but this should be good. We're gonna get a guaranteed rare, which is also going to be very good for us. And we have 2 reroll tokens, so we could reroll. Omelette is fine, but it doesn't do anything special. I think we can reroll this and hope for something better. Martini, it's a 3 value symbol. I don't think we can afford to skip on that. If we see a chicken, I mean, a chicken isn't the worst because we do have the egg carton, but it's just not that great. And there's a piñata, which is a payoff for the toddler finally. That's good. 36. There's a cultist, but I think it's too late to start getting cultists. But we're going to end up with a lot of decent symbols here. Yeah, I think we're on track to have a good run. So many Matryoshkas. we're gonna have 2 diamonds. We're close to 300, which means that we are on track for our next rent as well. Don't really need another wolf or an orange. We already have one of each, right? No, the orange was the previous run. I think this is just a wealthy capsule. Checkered flag is fine. We don't have anything that it works with yet, but it might help us pick up Robin Hood when we see it. Black pepper is pretty good with the piñata that we picked up. And with the matryoshkas too, by the way. Although they're almost done. I think it's either black pepper or the checkered flag, and because we already have a bunch of things that the black pepper works with, it's probably better here. Right, we get to remove something. Let's remove the pearl first. Nah, if we're gonna remove something, it's the cherry over the pearl. Alright. And eventually the toddler is going to hit the piñata. We could do a bar of soap for the toddler and for the black pepper. Yeah, it's still early. I think that's still good, but we could also do the Hex of Midas for the coin in a string, but once the coin in a string runs out, Hex of Midas is going to be a big liability. But it's going to buy us a lot of time. Honestly, that might just be good. You know what, let's do this. I've done it before and it has worked before. But we have to be very mindful of when this thing runs out. 3rd egg, so our egg carton is doing well. Milk for the cat. We have a lot of symbols. I don't think we need to pick up a milk for the cat here. No, it's not gonna help us a lot. Let's just skip here. I'm basically assuming here that I'm going to be able to make this rent. Oh yeah, we're making this rent. Let's just grab another coin. Means that our Hex of Midas doesn't have that much time to live anymore, but that's also probably fine. We have so many symbols. Present isn't really in the cards for us right now. Hex of Midas is doing a lot of work here. 51. There's a save. We still have that key from all the way at the start, so great. Also good for a black pepper. Alright. It's great. Yeah, we are definitely ahead. 75. Alright. Maxwell the Bear Essence is unlikely to do anything for us ever. Treasure Map Essence is fine. It's very slow. It gives 100, 3, 4, whatever. Very Big Symbol Bomb. Oh, honestly, Very Big Symbol Bomb is insane with the piñata. Let's just do that. Do we want a 4th Matryoshka or just a golden egg? You know what? Golden egg is just better than the Matryoshka, unless we see something like the Rusty Gear. Yeah, I don't think we want to reroll that anyway. There's a yellow pepper. That's basically always going to trigger, which is good. Yeah, we have a lot of decent symbols. We are definitely ahead, but we are not at the point yet where we know if we're gonna win or not. But I think we're far enough ahead that we can just grab another essence capsule, sure. Yeah, I think that's honestly very easy. 54. Another rabbit? No, I don't think a rabbit helps us a lot. We have a lot of things going on already, and we don't have any specific reasons that we want a rabbit, and it's just going to be a 1 value symbol for now, so... Right. 41. Again, present. We actually don't have that many symbols anymore, but we really want our toddler to hit the piñata first. Yeah, I think this is just a skip. Alright. Piñata is gone. That's going to also do a lot for us. Don't really want a 2nd toddler. No, we don't have a jack-o'-lantern or anything of the sort, so this is not going to help us. So let's just skip here. We have a lot of loose candies, but they're going to get eaten up anyway. let's skip again. We have a lot of time right now. And we need to make sure that we are... Alright, that's great. Guaranteed rare. 62. 550, which means that we are definitely ahead. That said, the rent payment after this is 600, so that's a big jump. We need to make sure that we are making that. Dark humor essence. No. I mean, a comedian slipping on a banana peel means that we need to pick up 2 more symbols to make this do anything. Yeah, this is just coffee. Chef or a cow. Cow doesn't do a lot for us. The chef works with the golden egg, with the martini. Yeah, I think the chef is pretty good here. Let's just grab it. Horseshoe. And we need to save the removal token for our Hex of Midas. If we find another one of those, then we will happily use it. Yeah, we're doing well enough that I don't think we need to reroll here. Let's just save those rerolls to make sure that they're going to be good. There's another removal capsule, which gives us a lot more removals, which is great for us. Which means that we can just start removing some things here. We probably get to remove the cat too. Let's just remove the cat. Yeah, I think this run is going very well. But we don't really have a late game payoff yet, so I don't know what we're going to do about that. We have 25 symbols, but 4 of those are candies. 1 of them is an egg. So basically just have 20 symbols. I don't think we get to remove stuff yet. Right. Skip again. We've made this rent already. We don't need to pick up any more eggs because we have already filled up our egg carton. There's a silver arrow. That's insane. Good. Right. Let's hope that the toddler ends up eating all of the candy. We have a second diamond, which is also very good. Don't really need another peach. No. Let's just... I think we are guaranteed a rare right now, which means that we are going to... Well, not right now, but... Oh. Honestly, I thought we were already at rent. Right, that's another skip. Right. Toddler's finally eating up the candy. That's good. We can start removing other stuff pretty soon. Wow, we are doing very well here. Yeah. Right, 2 more charges on the coin on the string after this coin has disappeared. And we are already over 777. I don't know how that happened exactly, but I'm not gonna question it. Fruit basket essence. When there are at least 5 fruits. We have one fruit. So fruit basket essence needs a lot to get going from this point on. That said, we have 4 removal tokens. So sunglasses essence gives us more and more and more removals. Therefore the chef, that's very good. That's finally something to do in our late game. And there's a lime pepper. The other ones really don't do anything for us. We get as many removal tokens as we could ever want. A lot of money here. Alright. Yeah, I think we might have won this one. That's good. Right, we have 1 more charge in the coin and string essence, so ready to remove that thing too. Alright, let's just remove it right now. Can't remove the toddler yet. Don't really need to remove anything else. We could remove the toddler right now. 93. We have 2 things for the target to hit. Sure, let's do that. Which gives us 21 symbols. Right, let's just remove the toddler, I guess. Don't think we need it anymore. Just have our whole board be as consistent as possible. Try to have the bear be hit as much as possible. We are getting lucky on the pair, but we don't have a lot of symbols. Egg doesn't do anything right now. Yeah. More silver arrows, sure. I think there is probably an upper limit to how many arrows you want at the same time at maximum, but so at some point we might want to remove the bronze arrow actually. I'm not in a hurry, we're still doing well. There's an omelette. Omelette interacts with the golden egg. Sure, I guess. It means that we get to remove something else probably. Sure, let's remove the wolf. I don't know. We have a lot of peppers too. Peppers are never the big things that determine if you win or lose a run, but peppers are generally very consistent things. There's an apple. We still have the chef. Sure. Swear jar. Also fun. Yeah, let's just grab quickly the wolf, even though we just removed our wolf. I mean, sure. Let's remove the bronze arrow and the rabbit fluff. We have infinite removal tokens, so it doesn't matter that much what we do. 81. And also we have already won this run, so sure. Yeah, our chef is doing a lot. And all the way at the start, we prioritized grabbing those matrushkas and those diamonds, and we just have a lot of symbols that give 4 or more. In addition to that, we have the arrows and the chef. That's helping us a lot. So you can just get into the late game by picking up 4 value symbols. That's the most important lesson here. Right, 4 value symbols, 5 value symbols, those are so insanely good that you can just carry a run just on the basis of that. And eventually our pair is going to carry us the last part to victory. Right, our target is gone. Yeah, we have an empty spot again. We probably need to fill that at some point. I mean, we have already won. I haven't really mentioned that yet, but it should be kind of obvious. Recycling essence, I guess. Sure. Beastmaster, Dove. The Dove isn't doing anything anymore. Beastmaster could do something. Let's actually just reroll. There's a Diver, Robin Hood, Bartender. None of those do anything for us right now. Geologist? Geologist is probably the most fun, but let's just go for the Martini, just because. Right. Sure. So now we probably want happy hour or something? I don't know. 91. I don't know. Maybe you could have picked up the geologist because it allows us to pick up more stuff. Right now we are not really picking up that many things. And I think it might be more fun to pick up more stuff but again, it really doesn't matter. Target isn't correct to pick up here, but I'm feeling invincible, so let's just do it. Of course, the egg cards and filling up helped us a lot this run. I honestly think that was a big factor too. Right, we got the 2 gamblers that paid out at the right time. So there were a lot of things that really helped us. Sure, second chef, that's basically the best thing that we could find right now with our pear and our martinis. I honestly don't think there could be anything better than that in our current situation. Maybe a second pair, I don't know. Let's save that reroll token for our next guaranteed rare. $99. Right. So we have literally already won this one. Right, there's the second pair. Purple pepper. Do we want to remove stuff? Sure. Let's just remove the 3-sided dice. They're not doing anything anymore. Just in a way. Like the targets. Sure. Right, the target's gone too. Let's just spend our rerolls. Not picking anything. Yeah, I'm glad that we actually managed to end this one on a win. Yeah, I think in general our strategy for winning runs is pretty sound, but yeah, you never get guarantees in this game, because sometimes you just pick up stuff that could work with things, and then you just never pick up anything that just works with any of your symbols, and that's just how this game works, and that's fine. Probably should remove the peach too. Let's remove the peach. Honestly, it's probably not even right, because now we're on 19 symbols again. But it doesn't matter. Yeah. Oh, there's a pirate. That's cool. A little bit late for the pirate to do anything, but sure. A pirate is a pirate. We don't have anything that he works with, but eventually, if we work to continue this run, we would find things for the pirate to do. Just not right now. Right, so that was this run. It's interesting. One of the things that's very interesting is that the early game for both runs was extremely similar. Right, in this run we got an early egg card, and in the other one we got an early fish tank. In both runs we got, before the first run payment, we had a 6-sided die, a coal, a toddler, and something else. And both runs were completely different. So it's really interesting how really picking up the right symbols at the right time can make all of the difference. Right, so our win rate hasn't risen, obviously. So it's 6.14 right now. It was 6.16 or something like that. Individual wins or losses aren't going to play a huge part in our win rate anymore, but anything we win is good. Anyway, I have been talking for 40 minutes straight, so I'm getting tired. Let's just say that this has been a very fun Luck Be a Landlord run. 2 runs actually, and I will see you next time on another Luck Be a Landlord run. Goodbye.